Hello! Now the question is, what are your weaknesses? I personally don't think that the interviewer wants to make you feel uncomfortable by this question. On the contrary, it's a good chance to show you self-awareness of your weaknesses and the self-motivation how to fix them. Keep in mind, hiring managers are looking for two main things. First, your weaknesses and the steps you are taking to better yourself. There are other ways to ask this question. For example, what would you change about yourself if you could? Or what would your previous manager say you have trouble with? As you craft your answer, keep in mind two things. The first one is that you should clearly understand the job duties. Avoid saying that your weakness is one of the main responsibilities of the role. So, for example, if you are applying for a sales position, you should not say you feel uncomfortable establishing new contacts. And the second thing is that nowadays in multinational companies, hiring managers can ask for references. So be honest and think about how your response should be similar to your references. Also, answering this question is an opportunity to highlight how you overcame a challenge in the past or you are working on it now. Here I'm going to list 3 tactics for talking about weaknesses. First of all, you think you are a perfectionist. It can be. At the same time, the interviewer might have heard this answer a million times. So, by giving details instead of just naming the disease, you will sound more sincere. Listen. Once I was asked to make the company website visually interesting. Unfortunately, I focused so much on finding the perfect font that I missed my deadline. I learned my lesson, and these days I break each project into small tasks with their own deadlines. If I spend too much time on one thing, I change my focus and move to another task. So, by the time I go back to the imperfect thing, I can be more objective and decide if it needs more work or not. You have too high standards. For this, you can say, sometimes it's difficult to understand if my colleagues are just challenged by tasks and need extra hours or dissatisfied and overwhelmed by work. Saying that you expect a lot from your team can put the interviewer off. It can be interpreted that you might put extra pressure on your colleagues. So in this case, you might say something like this. To ensure that I'm not asking too little or too much from my subordinates, we have weekly meetings. I ask how they are coping with their workload, if they need support or anything else. I am trying to see how I can help them to get closer to our mutual goals. Even if the answer is all is good, these meetings help to build a trusting relationship. If you are afraid of public speaking, you can say this. Many people are very scared of public speaking. I can't say my fear is that extreme, but I find it challenging sometimes to present my ideas to a crowd. Then explain what you are doing to overcome it. For example, I recently joined a speaking club. We meet every Friday. Actually, it's become one of the things I look forward to every week. I also volunteer to speak at team meetings. They aren't big, and I have definitely become more comfortable sharing my ideas. All these experiences are making it easier for when I need to present ideas to a larger number of people. Follow these examples to draft your answer, write it down, send it to us, and get your feedback. Bye!